Suit Up Saturday! It's Chillcast, we're back for Suit Up Saturday. I know we missed last week, that's because I was studying for finals. What finals, might you ask? Marketing, statistics, and anyway, I did pretty well. Except for statistics. Remember when we said 2 weeks ago to make a list and be able to, you know, organize your thoughts? Well, not everyone's perfect. But what are we going to talk about today? What do you want to talk about today? I was told by one viewer we should talk about something special. You mean your new haircut that you got that's awesome and looks great? No, viewer, no, it's okay. We don't have to talk about my new haircut. We can talk about something else. The one thing no one likes to discuss. The one thing everyone should discuss. And the one thing we do. I kind of feel like Jesus when I do this. I'm not Jesus. But what's that one thing that everyone experiences no matter what? Death? Can you not put us in a Debbie Downer mood? We're working on things here. Taxes? No. Puberty? You squeaked on purpose, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Exactly. It's the one thing we're gonna talk about. Puberty! No, I'm kidding. It's kind of linked to puberty, and the kind of things that word is funny. Puberty. Mooberty. Blueberry pie. I'll be back. So puberty is something that we often think about when we're growing up, and most of you probably have gone through it. It isn't to say that if you haven't, well, it's the end of the world. It's not. That was yesterday. But it is one of those things. Now, we're not going to talk about the physical changes. One of the physical changes, obviously, are you become a man, and you talk deeply, or sometimes you talk like me. You get to wear a tie and a suit, and sometimes you're just fancy. But we're not going to talk about the actual physical changes. We're going to talk about the mental changes. Now, you may think, Chilled! My hormones are raging. No, that's not the case. We're not going to talk about it later. We're going to talk about what happens when you grow older. What happens when you start to live through many things and then things lose their value. Essentially, as the title of this video says, excitement. I really hope I'm titling the video Excitement, otherwise I'm going to have to cut this out and I'm not sure what I'm titling it. In 3 days, it's Christmas, and if you're celebrating, Merry Christmas. If you're not, Happy Holidays. And if you are again, Merry Christmas again. So if you're celebrating, it's Christmas. Now, as I got older, I'm 21 currently, Christmas lost a bit of its excitement. But Santa Claus! No, Santa Claus, gonna break it to you, is not real. Obviously, we've gone through that. So you lose some of that excitement. As you get older, you begin to lose some of the things that held you together. As a person, as a human, as a child. Instead of Christmas being about toys and wonder and all these amazing things, for me it becomes a time of family, a time of hanging out, maybe just a time of just doing the right thing. So it's become a time, instead of, you know, just getting stuff, more about being with people and liking those people. The people that hate their families, well, sometimes you gotta drink a little bit. I'm not advocating drinking, I'm just saying, who knows? It becomes less about being exciting, but more just being content on what you have and just trying to get through the days. That sounds really grim, but let's not think of it like that. Trying to get through the days doesn't necessarily mean that, what am I holding? Oh yes, back on Christmas. You know, remember when it used to be about these? Right? Come on, The Rock. Come on, the Rock, he's got literally the rock on his crotch. He's rock hard. I didn't say that. But instead of it being a toy, as we get older, we get stuff that's more useful to us. Socks. Why do we like socks? Because it's useful in our daily lives. Which is the same exact reason why we liked The Rock back in the day. We can still like The Rock now, but why we like the action figure. The Rock was good for the time period. That was useful to our life. When we came home, we played with toys. We played with The Rock, we played with Jeff Hardy, we played with Kane, we played with Michael Bay, Shawn Michaels. We played with Shawn Michaels, and we played with all of them, and that was our day. Our day was different, but that fit our lifestyle. Now, socks fit our lifestyle. As you get older, things begin to change, so socks may be a boring gift back then, but to me, socks are extremely useful. This will help me, and this will help me do things in my life. Children, you're not going anywhere with socks. You can't do great things in life with socks. Well, you can't do great things without socks either, so the point's mute. But the point I'm trying to make is things change and you adapt. As you get older, different things become less important. Socks to me are a lot more important in getting those than something like The Rock would be. I'm not going to sit home and play with the action figure. Okay, sometimes I do. But for the most part, I'm going to be going out. So socks have more use. Socks have more value, and that's why I appreciate them more. That's why I wouldn't have appreciated them back when I was younger. Socks would have had almost no value. The toy would have had more value. Now that I'm older, I can use the socks and go out and buy toys for myself and have a bit of independence. But you see the point I'm trying to make? Different things have different values as you get older. The one thing though, that you'll probably realize always has value as you're growing up, is money! That's a lot of money. And that's the Jets. I know, I'm unlucky. I'm a Mets and Jets fan. What do you want? It says all the quarters in here. I'm probably rich. I am rich. Now, I may have said money doesn't change over time. It does, actually. Because money used to be a thing of excitement for us. When we get like a $20 bill for Christmas, like, oh, $20! I could buy anything I want. Now I get $20, I'm like, oh, gas for half the week. Definitely changes. Our excitement towards money changes. Instead of becoming this fairy fantasy land where we have money, we can buy anything we want, instead money becomes a utilitarian object. It becomes simply something we need to survive. When we were younger, if we didn't have any money, that was fine. We played with our toys, we went to school, we came back home, we invited a couple of friends over, and that's what we did. But the key thing to note here is your parents usually pay for it. Now as you get older, you go to school, come home, invite a few friends over, and you want to get pizza and go out and drive somewhere, money becomes, instead of this fairy object, it becomes strictly useful, and we use it a lot more. That is just an example of how money has changed to me. It's become less of a mysterious thing like, money, what is this? To more about money, I need this to survive. That's pretty much just a basic example of how money changes and how as we get older, our excitement changes. Money itself has stayed the same. I mean, it's devalued a little bit and deflated and the dollar's doing like crap, but the actual money has stayed the same, yet our opinion of it has changed. One of the other things I want to talk about was how our lives changed for the most part. How we kind of, in my opinion, go through a cycle that's kind of like that. It's a hill. If you had a car, it'd be hard, easy, easy. In my opinion, and solely my opinion, remember, I'm not trained to give professional opinions, I am merely an internet guy, but a good-looking internet guy. I digress. We would simply start like this, go like this, and go like that. Now let me explain the different things. Remember, this is like a book. You read a book, like, oh, rising, the beginning, rising action, climax, falling action, the end of the novel. That's our life, essentially. But yes, you can think of that as our life as you're young, middle-aged, old, and you know, beginning, rising action, excitement, old, dead. I believe when we start out like this, and we're young, and we're getting a little older, but mainly when we're young, we like things that are stationary. We like things that don't change a lot, and ultimately, we like what we have. We're just experiencing life. We're beginning to experience life. As you get older, and you come over this hill, things start to change in life. Things become more independent. You want to do different things, and you want to go out, and you want to explore different things. You ultimately become the young adult into adulthood. So as you're coming down of adulthood and wanting to change and everything, you suddenly go back down into the void that's called middle age, and then old, and that excitement of change slowly fades away, and then you just want to live out the rest of your life. I kind of feel like that's how we view excitement. We don't want that much excitement when we're younger. We just want things that are stationary. We just want to do things that we enjoy, and that's it. As we get older, we want to change everything we've ever done. We want to move out, we want to get married, we want to do lots of different things. And as we begin to die, we like to stationary life, own a house, do nothing, grandchildren, family, yada yada yada. Like I said before, that's how it is with excitement. You want to learn, you want to be able to experience things, you want complete change, and then you want to be able to experience things again. I feel like that's what happens with excitement. I'm in that phase where I don't have a family. You mean you're an orphan? No, not like that. Like, I don't have kids, I don't have grandkids, I don't have a wife. Jeff, how do you not have a wife? You're not in that phase where your holiday is of some immense joy to you. You're in that phase where you're just trying to look for different things that will bring you excitement and try and discover who you are. And you're not in the phase where you're coming down, where you have a family, and you get joy from other people's enjoyment of the holiday. My age, we're kind of stuck in an in-between, and it's going to be like that for 10 years, where we're trying to figure out what exactly we're enjoying. We're coming off that low point where we were content with life to going to a new direction in life where we want to experience different things, and then going back down to life where we want to be content again. I honestly feel that's how excitement is, and that's how excitement works. As we're young, things are exciting. We get older, we want to change things, we get older again, we get even more old, and we get excitement through others. It doesn't say, oh, we're going to live vicariously through people, like when they have those like mothers who make their toddlers dress up in tiaras and do those weird things at age 3. That's fucked up, don't do that. But it's pretty much you gain joy through others, and there's nothing wrong with that. And when you give a gift to someone, pretty much the idea of Christmas, and they always say, hey, giving's always better than receiving, it's exactly that. You get enjoyment through others. I like giving a gift to someone and seeing them smile. I don't like giving a gift and they're like, ugh, the hell were you thinking? But still, the idea of giving a gift is what is important. The idea of you get different excitement from different things as you get older. Let's be honest. When you were 8 and 9, who enjoyed giving gifts? No one. Who enjoyed getting gifts? Everyone. It's just nothing wrong with that. It's just how we grow up and just how things change. But that's pretty much all I have to say on excitement and how life changes. As you get older, different things become important to you, and different things have value. The Rock is no longer important to me. Socks are. If I had to trade video games for an education, I'd put down the video games for the education. And ultimately, if I had to choose between giving or receiving, I'd give giving because it is more of an intrinsic value. I've received, now I want to give. But let me know how you feel about that. Do things still excite you the same way as they did when you were younger? Do they not? Either way, it's fine regardless. And if you have a topic for next week's discussion, you can leave that as well. And then we can discuss it as well. We can talk about things and feelings, and we can suit up and be excited. But have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy Holiday. I'm Chill Chaos, and have yourselves a lovely Saturday night.